Bonjour and welcome back. I'm Aaron.
I'm Owen. Boom!
Ah! Whew.
And I'm Chloe.
You all right there, bud?
Yeah.
Okay. And together we are Kingfisher
Games.
Today we're going to talk to you about our top 10-ish surprises in board games. Number one goes back to a couple years ago when my wife and I were first getting into the board game hobby, and we played Lords of Waterdeep, and it's about having a hidden lord, and they give you certain quests that you want to focus on, and then completing the quest gives you points. And we'd never played that type of game before, and we didn't know no one playing at the table knew who all the lords were, and my wife wanted, she just kept getting the money action spots, and nobody knew what she was doing if she left the table. Just put me on something that provides money. And we realized afterwards she was the builder lord who needs money to buy buildings, and I think she was either first place or she was really close second. So that was a surprise, not knowing who the lords were. Number two is playing Queen Domino, and like we've been playing that for a couple months or a couple years, and we just replayed that recently, and rereading the rules, I noticed that you could send out either one knight or two knights, but before that we would only send one knight. But sending out two knights was a big surprise because that gets you more money and more money and more income. Queen Domino, you're playing out tiles and making a grid.
Yeah, 5x5 grid.
Yeah, for 2 players, and then 7x7 for 3 or 4 players. I think that's how it works. Something like that. You played that one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 3 is Ice Cool.
Oh yeah.
Like it's kind of a surprise if you're gonna hit the person who is it. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's a lot of luck. You can kind of aim where you're hitting your penguin, but sometimes your finger might be pointing this way, but your penguin goes that way. So you don't know exactly where it's gonna land, if it's gonna go through one doorway, 2, 3.
Yeah, and you don't know if it's gonna like spin around and then bump into
yeah.
the other.
That I love watching that.
Yeah.
And like you said, if it spins around or if it's just gonna bobble and stay where it is. But yeah, lots of surprises in Ice Cool.
Number 4 is Legendary Encounters, the Alien Edition.
Yes, one of our favorite games to play.
Yeah. One of the surprises that I think is pretty cool is when you draw the enemy hive cards, they stay face down until you get to the combat zone. And then you have to pay a tax to scan them. And sometimes when they're scanned, they have special abilities and attack you sometimes when you scan them.
Yeah. Yep. You'd never know which enemy it is until until you scan it and it's revealed face up. Sometimes when it's revealed, it'll attack. Or if it makes it to the combat zone, it does additional damage if it's revealed in the combat zone. Yeah. So that game always a surprise because you don't know what enemy you're scanning, what enemy card you're scanning. Number 5 surprise was one of the first times we played Stone Age, and that's a worker placement game. You're trying to collect resources to build huts. Well, that's one way to score points. The other way is to collect set collection of various cards, and in that game you can occupy an action space and not take the action. So what my wife did was she occupied some of the card spaces and didn't take them, or maybe she occupied a hut space and didn't pay for the hut, which prolonged the game. The next round she took the action spot again, or took the hut and didn't pay for it again. So it just kept the game going and going, and another player at the table was really itching to end the game, because he felt like he was in the lead and he had the highest score. But yeah, I was just surprised. I was surprised that you could take the action space or occupy it, but not take the action.
Another surprise is Pictionary, because I'm not a very good artist. When I'm not playing Pictionary, I'm not a good artist. But when I'm playing Pictionary and I'm timed and under pressure, I'm better than when I'm not.
Next game that gave me a surprise was playing Shadows over Camelot. That one's I don't know, you're trying to get another set collection, but it's a semi-cooperative game with the King Arthur and Knights of the Round Table sort of theme on it, and you're mostly working together to play out cards in certain locations, but there is an aspect of someone might be the betrayer, and after I think the first or second time that I had played, we realized that somebody didn't add the betrayer card into the deck, so it wasn't actually dealt out. There's no one was a betrayer, but we all thought that somebody might have been. It wasn't until we cleaned up that we saw the traitor card in the box, and I kind of got heck for that. But everyone was surprised to see that we all doubted each other, but that nobody was actually trying to mislead the group or anything like that.
Oh, Champions of Midgard is a pretty giant, big game with a bunch of expansions. But it's pretty quick and it's only like 8 rounds. And it's pretty quick playtime.
Yeah, so the box itself is literally very heavy, and there's lots of, oh, got it right here.
Yeah, a very big box.
With lots of components, lots of little tokens, cards, cubes, dice. There's a lot of stuff in it, but it plays very, very quickly considering the literal weight of it and the complexity of the game.
Yeah.
We're going back to Stone Age for the next number. And this comes courtesy of my wife again. We'd played this pretty early on when we were in the board game hobby. And I think after 3 playthroughs of the game, she finally asked, and this is at the end of the 3rd playthrough, she finally asked, how do you score points in this game? So we were kind of like, what? It was pretty surprising. We were all pretty shocked that she played 3 whole games of it, had no idea how to score points. So yeah, that's always a fun memory to bring up. Do you want to talk about Stratego?
Yeah, Stratego is a pretty fun game where you hide soldiers facing you, and then there's a blank side facing the other player, so that they don't know where the flag is, and they have to try and come and fight, go through and fight everybody and try and capture the flag.
Yeah, so yeah, my pieces would be facing me, Owen's pieces would be facing him, and I don't know how his, I think there's like 30 pieces that you have set up, and I don't know what his pieces are until I move my, one of my pieces into his. As the pieces get eliminated, you can kind of figure out what numbers are left or where the flags are, because flags can't move, or the flag can't move. Bombs can't move. But yeah, lots of surprises in that one, depending on the value, I guess, of our pieces, because the lower numbers are stronger and the higher numbers are weaker. And I think there's less of the lower numbers, something like that. But yeah, you don't know the pieces exactly until you move into it. Yeah, lots of surprises for that one. Thanks for watching. This is our first top 10-ish list we got done. And yeah, hope you enjoyed. These are our surprises that we found in some games. If you have any game surprises that you've come across, let us know in the comments below.
If you'd like to support our channel, Like and subscribe for more board gaming content.
We like to have fun here, and we hope you do too.
Gigawatt Min Minawa. We'll see you again.